about how blood sugar dysregulation could be impacting your chances of getting pregnant. Blood sugar is one of the little known evils when it comes to dysregulation in the body. So it's not just about getting pregnant, but it's about what does having bouncing blood sugar, low blood sugar, or high blood sugar, or both actually do to your body. And what do we do about it anyways? So your body is designed to run off of energy, ATP specifically. There are two ways that we get ATP from our cells. We either break down fat or we break down sugar. Most of us, unless you're keto, very strictly, are running off of glucose for fuel. So if your body's running off of glucose for fuel, then you have to be really mindful about how often you're providing that fuel to your body and in what way. So what is the source of that glucose? Are you getting all of your glucose from white flour and sugar, or are you getting your glucose from complex carbohydrates, starches, and fibers, right? So the place that it's coming from absolutely matters. Why does it matter? Well, because glucose production is coming from a couple of places. It's coming from muscle breakdown, so breaking down your glucose stores, so what you have in storage, or it's coming from your diet and what is in your colon. So most of us don't think that our sugar is coming from digestion, but it's actually coming from your large intestine. If you lack the complex carbohydrates or the fiber that is necessary to break down that sugar, you end up with a couple of different problems. One, you end up with not enough, and so you could just be wasting what you're getting in through your diet. And two, you end up with an unstable supply of sugar coming from your colon. Normally, bacteria in your gut are going to break down those sugars and then very slowly release them into your bloodstream. So your blood sugar stays nice and steady throughout the day. In people who maybe are not getting their sugar through the right sources in their diet, or people who are fasting when they shouldn't be, particularly when people are stuck in things like fight or flight mode, all of that is going to affect the way that your body breaks down sugar. So instead of getting this really nice steady release of glucose throughout the day, which keeps your body happy and functioning the way that it should, you end up with kind of this roller coaster, this up and down. Now you may already be feeling what it's like to go through this and not even know it. So if you're eating food and a couple of hours later, you're feeling super irritable, really tired, you have a headache, you're just crashing in general, that could be a sign of something called reactive hypoglycemia, where you had this really high of sugar and then you just completely dropped down. That is incredibly stressful for the body, and it will put you in fight or flight mode every single time. And that causes chronic stress on your adrenals, which is another video. So go ahead and check that one out. So if you are having these bouncing blood sugar episodes, you're going to feel it on the outside, but your body is also going to feel it on the inside. This signals to your system, we are unsafe. We don't know when our next meal is coming. We don't know how nutritious or non-nutritious it's going to be. It tells your body that it needs to store every calorie that it gets in just in case. And genetically, some changes really start to happen. The way that you detox changes. The way that you metabolize sugar changes. Maybe it ends up now you have insulin resistance or metabolic syndrome, or maybe diabetes, or maybe you just have low blood sugar all of the time. All of those things will impact fertility. So it's kind of one of those little known things that has such a large impact on the way the body functions and the way it prioritizes functionality. Reproduction being very low on that list if the body isn't feeling safe on the inside from the way that it's getting its source of fuel. So if this is something that you feel, or maybe you're thinking like, I probably have some blood sugar dysregulation, you are definitely not alone. This is something that I see all throughout practice. It's rarely the root cause to infertility, but it is almost always a contributing factor. So if you're ready to do something about it, or you just want to look into it, go ahead and send me a message through Instagram or any of my other socials. Send it through my website, naturalfertilityandpediatrics.com. Send us a text message. I am here to help you get through your blood sugar issues.